Hey, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Be here with the UntitledGameShow.com, and you're about to see a match with me and one of my subscribers. And what you're about to see is a preview of all the Pokemons that I'm giving away on this current Win It Wednesday. So let's go ahead and jump right into the match right now. You guys are going to have to wait till I actually use the Pokemons in the match if you want to see all 6 Pokemons. I'll try to bring out all 6 Pokemons, and I'm going to be doing this match live. So I have no clue how the match is going to turn out. I'm going to try to win with all the Pokemons that I will be giving away this week on Win It Wednesday. Alright guys, so let's go ahead right into the match and see how it goes. Let's do this. So this upcoming Win It Wednesday Pokemons, for the first time you guys will ever be seeing them in use right here live. Let's do this, ladies and gentlemen. So first thing first, guys, I start off with a normal type being Kangaskhan. The reason for that is, well, this Kangaskhan is going to be a pretty good fighter because it only has one type of weakness, which is fighting type attacks. Now, why is this Kangaskhan, even though it's not shiny, being given away? Well, because this Kangaskhan has one of its extra abilities. This Kangaskhan specifically actually has its second ability, which is called Scrappy. It makes normal type and fighting type moves hit ghost type Pokemons. The reason I wanted a Kangaskhan with this type of ability is because, well, if a Kangaskhan is going to be fighting ghost type Pokemons, it's going to be really useful because I have a setup on this Kangaskhan is Substitute, Focus Punch, Frustration, and Sucker Punch. So first thing we're going to go into, we're going to go ahead and use Sucker Punch on this Execute right here. Should do a fairly decent amount of damage. It goes ahead and use U-Turn, which is a smart move to use at this point, seeing that it is a Psychic type Pokemon. Once again, guys, just to let you guys know, sorry about the glare in the video. If you guys want to help fix the glare problem, please think about help me get a 3DS capture card by donating to the channel. Go ahead and click that little donation button to the right side of the video. It'll take you over to UntitledGameShow.com, and you either could donate or buy something through Amazon link, or just go ahead and just support the channel through the other ways I've listed on that page. Alright, guys? You just click the little donation button and you bring it to a page on the UntitledGameShow.com and show you a few different ways you can support the channel. Please think about doing that. Alright, next up we have ourselves, interesting right here, alright guys. So this time I'm going to go ahead and use Substitute. So I could try to set up the Substitute and Focus Punch combo. He goes ahead and use Hydro Pump. My Substitute was able to take the damage fairly well. I'm going to go ahead and set up Focus Punch right here. None of these attacks are going to actually be super effective for me, so I will be able to get this one hit right here. Now, if you guys don't know, Focus Punch does do 150 damage. Even though it wasn't going to be very effective, I definitely wanted to show you guys some of the different attacks that I have on all these Pokemons that I will be giving away this week on Win It Wednesday. So I went ahead and used Frustration, which is a normal type move, so it does do stab on Kangaskhan. As you guys can see right now, I'm not using my Mega Stone on Kangaskhan, which I know some of you guys are going to be like, what the heck? Why are you not using Kangaskhan with a Mega Stone? One of the cheapest and the best things altogether in Pokemon X and Y? Well, that's because sometimes I do feel like it's kind of cheap, and just purely fact, I wanted to show you guys a different way to fight with Kangaskhan without actually going ahead and using the Kangaskhan Mega Stone. Plus, I'm going to try to get a bunch of my Pokemon into this match to show you what my other Pokemons can do as well. So it looks like my opponent brought out a Venomoth. If I'm guessing correctly, it's probably going to go ahead and use something like Sleep Powder, probably to put me to sleep. Oh, no, I'm incorrect. Use Sludge Bomb. Oh, crap. I don't have enough HP for, damn. Wasn't expecting that, guys. I was sure he was going to probably try to put me to sleep before going ahead and attack me. But that was pretty fairly decent amount of damage coming from that Venomoth right there. But this is okay, guys. I would prefer to have Kangaskhan die so I can bring out some of the other Pokemons that I will be giving away this week so you guys can check them out. But remember, guys, this specific Kangaskhan does actually have hidden ability, so that's why it's being given away, and it has 6 IVs. So Kangaskhan goes ahead and dies, and that'll be it, guys. Of course, when you get this Kangaskhan yourself, guys, please feel free to use the Mega Stone on it if you prefer. Alright, guys, so seeing as how we are fighting a poison type Pokemon, being Venomoth, it's a poison bug type. Let's go ahead, if I am correct, what is a Venomoth weak to? What will be the next Pokemon I should showcase to you guys right now. Let's bring out a Pokemon. Bam! You guys are gonna have to wait till a little bit later in the match to see some of the even better Pokemons. Bam! The one with the two big ass rocks in his hand. Like, does he get like evolved with the rocks in his hand? Like, what's up with that stuff, man? But either ways, guys, we're gonna go ahead and start off by using Protect. Protect is one of the moves this Pokemon personally learns. I want to see what he actually goes ahead and does first. So you'll notice something. I'm gonna tell you guys the overall theme of this team right now. The theme of this week's theme is a team is always to be able to attack first. The reason for that, all the Pokemons in this theme all have priority type attacks. If it's extreme speed, this Pokemon specifically does have match punch. So there's a lot of Pokemons in this team that work together because of the fact they always have priority type attacks, like Sucker Punch and so on and so forth, as you will see over the match. But I want to use these Pokemons in a realistic match before I put up the Win It Wednesday video to show you guys what they're all about. First thing first, I know this is a regular type of Pokemon, being as it is bug type. I'm going to just go ahead and use Stone Edge because it's going to do some massive amount of damage right here. So Stone Edge took it out fairly quickly. I didn't even need to worry about using a fighting type move because a fighting type move wasn't going to do much damage on a bug and poison type opponent. So I might as well go ahead and use his disadvantage to my advantage right there. So he comes back out with Execute, which is a psychic type Pokemon. So next up we're going to go ahead and use some. I want to use the match attack again, but like I said before, guys, in this situation, I do not have the chance to really do a priority type attack. So what I always like doing first, I'm just going to go ahead and use Protect. I like using Protect just to see what my opponents are going to be using. And that's part of the strategy of this specific team, guys. Protect allows me to see what's going on, allow me to check out what my opponent's going to be trying to set up or try to do. And then on next turn, I can go ahead and lay out an attack of my own. So next up, I picked Thunder Punch. Now, Thunder Punch is one of the specific moves I have on this team for Pokemons like Charizard, because Charizard is a big Pokemon you see a lot. Oh, sorry about that, guys. Does a fairly decent amount of damage, but it did use Roost before that, so it was able to regenerate some HP. I could go right back again into Protect just to make everything work good. So, as you guys can see, this Pokemon is a decent Pokemon. It has a high amount of HP and a high amount of attack and a high amount of defense. It has very low special defense, guys. So you need to be very careful when you're using this Pokemon, specifically of getting hit with some attacks like, special type attacks. So as it keeps on using recovery, I could go ahead and show you my next strategy for this team. Alright guys, so I'm going to bring out Absol. This is the next Pokemon you guys could get on this week's upcoming Win It Wednesday. So you guys are going to need to stay through the whole entire video. I'm going to try to bring out every single Pokemon that I have. Oh, super effective. Damn it, he hit me with the perfect attack at the perfect time. But either ways, we're going to go into Mega form, and then we're going to go ahead and use Sucker Punch. As Absol is a Dark-type Pokemon, pure and simple. Absol's, if I'm saying, I always say that Absol, sorry, not Absol. Absol's, I love this Pokemon. This Pokemon is awesome to me, man. The amount of damage this Pokemon can deal out is just amazing. Look at that, guys. That's a Sucker Punch. Sucker Punch is not even a high damaging move, but for a priority attack, pure Dark type, and Mega, massive amount of damage. Now, the only thing you guys are going to have to be worried about with this Pokemon, very low defense, very low special and regular defense. And on top of regular low special and regular defense, it does quietly have not that high amount of HP. So guys, this Pokemon needs to have some backup and need to be switching out and be using that Sucker Punch amazingly fast. So in a situation like this where I'm going to be fighting this Pokemon over here, which does have a resistance to dark type attacks, I might not have the advantage at all. So I might need to actually switch out and show you guys another Pokemon that I will be giving away right now. But as I already told you guys, this Pokemon is pretty damn awesome. But seeing as my opponent is a Poison Dragon type, being that I'm in a Mega form right now, I am going to try to Sucker Punch without switching out, just to see if I can take out one more Pokemon, just to show you guys the strength one more time. So hopefully this will be enough. Yes, and it was enough to actually take it out, and you don't have to worry about it. So there you go, guys. 2 times in a row, you guys can see that Sucker Punch is an awesome move. It works really well on this Absol in Mega form. Just do not get hit. If you guys get hit, you guys are going to be in trouble, and it's not going to be looking that well for you. All right, ladies and gentlemen? Next up, we have ourselves a Stunfish. If I would say the Stunfish. That's exactly what it's called. It's a ground electrical type, right, guys? So it's only weak to water, grass, ice, and ground type attacks, right? It's resistant to poison, flying, and rock and steel type attacks. Right now, on this absolute, I am running Superpower, Night Slash, and Store Dance. None of the attacks I specifically have on this Pokemon are actually that great against it. So what I'm actually going to do is switch into a Pokemon that does actually have some ground type attacks. So next up, and I'm leaving the best Pokemon for last, guys. The legendary Pokemon is going to be the last one you guys actually get to see, because you guys know there's always a legendary Pokemon included with all the Pokemons I give away on Win It Wednesday. Next up, Shiny. There you go, the big old ghost you said. If you were reading up on, if you read Smogon, guys, Smogon hates this Pokemon. A lot of people professionally who play Pokemon competitive hate this Pokemon. But I personally think this is an awesome Pokemon. You need to give it something like Assault Vest. This Pokemon has extremely good defense, but it's very weak to Dark type and Ghost type attacks, which are common type attacks in Pokemon X and Y online battles. But with Assault Vest, it will be able to take up at least one to maybe even two Dark and Ghost type attacks before it actually goes down. If it's somebody who's like Gengar, it probably only take one, but other Pokemon with Assault Vest, it could actually stand its own. But you give this Pokemon something like Shadow Sneak, which is a priority type attack. I give it Protect, and I give it Fire Punch, and then we go from there. So like always, guys, I like always making the first move of mine to be Protect. Oh, I forgot also, not Protect, I'm sorry. I'm going to use Earthquake because that is a ground type of Pokemon. Smart move by my opponent, it switches out. Oh, perfect. He switches out into Lucario. Okay, I thought he was going to switch out into something I wasn't going to be able to hit a ground type attack with. Lucario is going to be massively devastated and hit right there by this ghost type Pokemon. And that's the Pokemon, ladies and gentlemen, that they do not like because it's a ghost type of Pokemon that use physical type attacks. Ladies and gentlemen, give this Pokemon Earthquake, Shadow Sneak, and you'll be perfectly fine even though it's a ghost type Pokemon. Smogon, sorry about it, bro, but you're not always right. This Pokemon is just champ right here, guys. So for my last thing I'll do with this Pokemon before I get out of here, I'm just going to go ahead and use Shadow Sneak just to show you guys that this does have Shadow Sneak and how much it can do on a Pokemon that's not even weak against it. So as you guys can see, its Shadow Sneak does a fairly decent amount of damage. I get burned, and you see me about, oh, theft. Ah, funny, it stole my item. Ah, ha ha ha. Very interesting. I've never had my assault vest be stolen before. So in this situation, the best thing I could do, like, oh, I know it has theft, and it just stole my assault vest, and I was burned, I need to switch out of the match. So next up, let's show you the next Pokemon that I will be giving away on Win It Wednesday. Coming up, the next shiny Pokemon with 6 IVs. Bang, here we go. Dragonite. Bing! I personally don't like the shiny color of Dragonite all that much, but Dragonite is an awesome Pokemon altogether. And why the Dragonite's the perfect Pokemon to bring out of this situation, I am facing Talonflame. And as you guys will see, its special attack was just lowered. And this specific Dragonite has a move that you don't very much see on a Dragonite. A Dragonite has first priority moves like Extreme Speed. I run Outrage on this Dragonite, Protect. But here's one move that you guys don't see very much on a Dragonite, which comes in perfect in a situation like this if he wouldn't have switched out, which you're about to see right now anyways, alright guys? It works fine still because Sunfish is weak against Aqua Jet, which is a water type attack. So there you go, guys. You hardly ever see it be done. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, Dragonite can learn Aqua Jet through breeding with the first generation of his evolution. If you treat a Dratini or whatever the second evolved form, if they know it through breeding, you actually can get an Aqua Jet on a Dragonite, which is a pretty awesome move to have in a Dragonite, just for the fact that it's not expected. Now, once again, like I said, guys, when I give you guys these Pokemons, you guys feel free to go ahead and change the moves to anything you personally like, but these are the moves I like using because I know my opponent won't be expecting me to use Aqua Jet on a Dragonite. You expect Dragon-type moves, maybe Extreme Speed, maybe Outrage, but that's something you don't really expect seeing, and it makes the matches a little bit more fun for me because I like seeing Pokemon use different type of attacks that you wouldn't normally see. Like when my opponent's going to be trying to use Fissure, I'm going to try to go ahead and use Protect, just to mess with my opponent, so in case it wouldn't even hit the Fissure, it was not even going to get a chance to actually use it in the first place. It went ahead and used Thunder. Thunder was the exact correct move to use at that moment. We're going to go ahead and use Aqua Jet one last time, and then for the last Pokemon that we have to face, I'll bring out my other Pokemon that's laying in wait. I can't speak right now, guys. Sorry, I just came from work again. So this is the first time I'm playing with these Pokemons and showing it on camera. I hope you guys like this match. This match was not pre-planned or anything. And my opponent is completely random. He didn't know what Pokemons are going to use. So live, you guys can see a Pokemons that are meant to use priority type attacks can work together. Obviously, these Pokemons that I am giving away are actually meant to be put with other teams to use better, so definitely switch them up with your own team. And here we go, guys, the best Pokemon off the team. I haven't even shown you. Here we go. The last Pokemon that I'm going to be giving away is a normal type Pokemon, and it's the basically, the god of Pokemon. RCS, ladies and gentlemen, and yes, ladies and gentlemen, I am playing this RCS as a normal type RCS with no plate. Now, why would I do this? Why is this, this is considered like the weakest type of RCS. Why would I run with this type of RCS? Plain and simple, guys, this RCS moveset is completely something I want to use. This RCS only has one type of attack. It's Extreme Speed. It has no other attacks. Everything else is support. I'm going to show you guys right now what RCS moveset is right now. Take a look. It is Sword Dance, Extreme Speed, Protect, and Recovery. Now, please free feel in the comment section below. If you had a normal RCS, let me know what you would run with a normal RCS, what moves you would use. But personally, these are the moves that have worked perfectly fine for me whenever I use RCS in a normal setup. RCS like this, I go ahead and use Sword Dance, which is what I'm about to use right now. And once I use Sword Dance, give myself a few power boosts, recover if needed, or protect if needed if I'm fighting against a fine type attack, and I'll be perfectly fine. Like how my opponent just went ahead and used Fly, which is a great move for him to use because he gets out of the way in case I was going to try to do something stupid. But he gives me 2 turns to actually go ahead and use Sword Dance. Now, as you guys see, my Extreme Speed is going to be building up. I've just went 4x my strength right there. This is going to do a fairly decent amount of attack. I'm going to go ahead and use Protect just to mess with him a little bit. I use Protect. Let's see what he uses in case he uses Fly. So he does use Fly. I just want to see. We're going to go ahead and use Recover. Now, I'm just messing around right now to show you guys every single attack that my Pokemon specifically have with RCS. This is what I kind of would do with RCS, guys. I will go ahead and use Protect, Fly, sorry, not Fly. I'll use Protect, Recovery, and then try to hit up with that last Sword Dance. So once I do this last Sword Dance, guys, RCS has become maximum boost. He has just been boosted 6 stages of his attack. Now, could you imagine the damage a pure type RCS is going to be able to do? Right now, on top of that, me personally, I am running a item on my RCS that actually boosts the power of normal type moves. So no matter, even if my opponent goes ahead right now and uses Extreme Speed, I will be able to outspeed it and do a massive amount of damage on this Talonflame, as you guys are about to see once I click here. So I hope you guys have been liking this little showcase. This is what I'm going to try to do in the future from now on, try to show off what the Pokemon's Win It Wednesday are able to do before I actually give them away, because this is going to be kind of like a cool thing, I think, guys. I think you guys would like to see what the Pokemons that you're winning are actually be able to do and why I'm giving away the Pokemons. And this is a good example of it. This match was live. I didn't know what my opponent was going to use. I had no clue what Pokemons he was going to play with, and I did that match completely live. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please let me know in the comment section below if you want to see stuff like this again. If before I give away the Pokemons, you guys want to actually see what they're capable of doing battle, or maybe after I tell you what Pokemon is, if you want to see after the fact, please let me know in the comment section below. Be here with the UntitledGameShow.com. Shout out to you. Thank you for the battle, man. I'll be back with more Pokemon X and Y Wi-Fi battles every single day that I can. Alright, guys? Make sure you guys like and subscribe and think about hitting that donation button and help me get that 3DS capture card to have the videos look a lot better. I hope you guys actually like my commentating of these Pokemon matches. I would love to know, actually, guys. I know I'm keeping the video a little long right here, but do you guys like the way I try to explain what I'm going to be doing in matches? I could try to do this more often, where I really try going in depth of how I'm thinking while I'm doing a match, why I'm doing what I'm doing, what I expect my opponents to do, what my weakness of my own personal Pokemons are, what my weakness of my opponent's Pokemon are. I could kind of go into depth in this stuff, but sometimes I feel like I could get a little too nerdy, and if I get a little too nerdy into the Pokemon, weakness calculation and all that stuff, I don't want everybody to be discouraged, because I know not everybody plays Pokemon for battling. Personally, I love playing battles, guys. I have over hundreds of battles in Pokemon X and Y already. Alright, guys, so I'll talk to you guys later. Peace out. Let me know in the comment section below.